Hello my friend, welcome to English Story Hub. Have you ever wondered if the hours you spend sleeping could also help you learn English? Imagine closing your eyes at night, your body resting, but your mind still working quietly in the background, listening, remembering, and building your language step by step. In this episode, you will discover how your brain processes memory during sleep, why this natural process can make English phrases stick more deeply, and how you can use it to strengthen your vocabulary and listening skills. You will also hear hundreds of simple, useful phrases, the kind of English people use every day, explained in clear and easy words. George Herbert once said, "To learn another language is to have another soul." Tonight, as you listen, you are not only learning words, you are shaping a new part of yourself, opening doors to new conversations, new people, and new opportunities. So stay with me, keep listening until the very end, and let these words, these sounds, and these ideas settle into your memory. Small steps matter, and every phrase you hear tonight is a step closer to confident English. There are two important stages of sleep. In deep sleep, your brain moves knowledge into long-term memory, the safe place where words and ideas are stored for the future. In light sleep, your brain can still notice sounds around you. That is why listening to English phrases while you sleep can help. Your body is resting, but your mind is still catching patterns, rhythms, and familiar words. Think of it like hearing a favorite song again and again. At first, you don't remember the lyrics. But after many repetitions, the words come naturally, almost without effort. English works the same way. When you listen often, especially during sleep, your brain recognizes the patterns and keeps them longer. This is not magic. You will not wake up fluent after one night. But it is a smart way to use the time you already have. You sleep every night anyway, so why not let those hours become part of your English practice? It is gentle, effortless, and it gives extra strength to the learning you do during the day. So remember this, every time you listen while sleeping, you are giving your brain another chance to review, to repeat, and to grow stronger in English. Small actions repeated daily create big results. And this small habit can make a real difference in your journey. Now let's learn some phrases together, not just the ordinary ones, but words that carry feeling, that help you connect in real situations. The first phrase is, "I'm exhausted." Exhausted means very, very tired, more than just sleepy. For example, after working all day, you can say, "I'm exhausted." Saying this shows your emotion and helps others understand your state. Next is, "That sounds wonderful." We use this when someone tells us good news. Wonderful means very good, almost magical, something that makes you smile. Imagine your friend says, "We're going on a trip next weekend." You can answer, "That sounds wonderful." Another useful one is, "I really appreciate it." Appreciate means to feel thankful for something someone does for you. If a friend helps with your homework, you can say, "I really appreciate it," to show deep gratitude. Gratitude makes relationships stronger. Let's try, "I'm looking forward to it." This phrase is about the future. Looking forward means you are excited about something that has not happened yet. For example, if you have an English class tomorrow, you can say, "I'm looking forward to it." Shows hope and positive energy. And one more, "Take your time." This is a phrase you say to make someone feel relaxed, not rushed. Take your time means, "Don't hurry, I can wait." If a friend is nervous during speaking practice, you can smile and say, "Take your time." It brings calm and comfort. These phrases are short, emotional, and practical. They give you power to express tiredness, joy, gratitude, excitement, and kindness. And when you hear them again and again, even while you sleep, they will settle in your memory like seeds growing quietly. I want to tell you about a man you probably know, but maybe you don't know his secret struggle with language. His name is Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, one of the biggest companies in the world. Today, people see him as a successful businessman, a leader, and a speaker who inspires millions. But his story with English began in a very simple, almost humble way. When Jack Ma was a teenager, he was curious about English, but he didn't have access to expensive schools or private tutors. Instead, he created his own way to learn. Every morning, he rode his bicycle to a hotel in his hometown. There he offered free tours to foreign visitors, just to practice speaking English. He was not fluent, he made mistakes, but he kept going. He used every opportunity to listen, to repeat, to remember. He once said, "If you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure." This was not only about business but also about language learning. He listened to tapes, repeated conversations, and sometimes even fell asleep with English recordings playing softly in the background. Slowly, his brain absorbed patterns, intonation, and vocabulary. The result? Years later, his English became strong enough to allow him to connect with international partners, to give speeches to global audiences, and to share his vision with the world. It was not instant. It was not magic. It was persistence, curiosity, and the willingness to let English enter his life in every possible way, even while he rested. Jack Ma's story shows us that learning is not about perfection, it is about consistency. He transformed ordinary moments, morning bike rides, casual conversations, even quiet listening at night, into powerful lessons. And that is the same opportunity you have. Each phrase you hear tonight can be a brick in the foundation of your English future. So, when you feel tired or doubtful, remember his example. A boy with no resources, just a bicycle and a strong will, turned practice into progress, and progress into a new life. If he could do it with patience and courage, so can you. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You are drifting into sleep, the world around you is fading, and instead of silence, gentle English phrases are flowing like a quiet river into your ears. Your body is resting, but your brain is still catching sounds, repeating rhythms, and keeping them safe for tomorrow. Can you picture that scene? Now here's a fun question for you. What do you think is easier? Counting sheep until you fall asleep, or listening to English until the words start to feel like old friends? I think you already know the answer. The truth is, you don't need a complicated system. You only need a simple routine, something clear and easy to follow, something that makes English part of your night without disturbing your rest. And that is exactly what we are going to explore in the next part. A step-by-step guide that you can try tonight. It's one thing to understand the theory, but another to live it. So now let's move from knowledge to action, and see how English can become part of your bedtime routine, naturally and with ease. Step 1 is preparation. Choose the right material. Don't pick something too fast or too complex. Instead, go for simple English audio. Short dialogues, word lists, or gentle stories. The key word here is clear. Clear voice, clear pronunciation, and simple words. For example, listening to a calm podcast like this one, or a recording of common daily phrases, helps your brain relax and absorb. Step 2 is your environment. Imagine trying to read in a crowded cafe. Difficult, isn't it? Sleep works the same way. Make your room peaceful, quiet, dark, and comfortable. If you can, use a small speaker or soft sleep headphones. Keep the volume low, just enough to notice, soft enough to calm you. Step 3 is timing. Start the audio just before sleep. You don't need it all night. 30 to 60 minutes is enough. That's when your brain is shifting between light sleep and deep sleep, still able to catch sounds. If your device has a timer, use it so the audio stops by itself. Step 4 is consistency. Consistency means repetition. Do it every night, not once a week. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't skip for days, you do it daily. Even short listening, repeated often, creates strong results. Step 5 is review. Morning is your chance to connect. When you wake up, recall a few phrases you heard. Write them in a notebook. Say them aloud once or twice. Try to use one during your day. This small review bridges your night memory with your day practice. Step 6 is motivation. Remind yourself why you are doing this. You are not just filling your ears with sound. You are building a habit, shaping a routine, and giving English a place in your life. Some nights will feel easy, others harder, but progress in learning is never a straight line. Every small step adds up. So to summarize, prepare the right audio, create a calm space, choose the right timing, stay consistent, review in the morning, and keep your motivation alive. Simple, practical, and effective. If you follow these steps, English will stop feeling heavy. It will become gentle, like background music in your life, quietly helping you grow while you rest. So, my friend, we've reached the end of this journey together. You've learned why your brain keeps working while you sleep, how it consolidates memories, and how you can use that quiet time to strengthen your English. You've heard useful phrases, felt new words in context, and discovered practical steps to turn your nights into learning time. Now, here's the most important message I want you to carry with you. Small progress matters. You don't need to memorize 1,000 words in one night. You don't need to speak perfectly tomorrow. What you need is consistency, patience, and the belief that every little step adds up. One phrase remembered today becomes 10 phrases tomorrow, and one day, a whole conversation will flow naturally from your lips. Think about it this way. Drops of water, falling one by one, can fill an entire glass. In the same way, every phrase you listen to, every word you repeat, is another drop. And together they create a river of language inside you. So be kind to yourself. Celebrate the small wins. If tonight you recognize even one phrase in the morning, that's already a victory. And if you stay with this habit, day after day, night after night, the victories will multiply. And before we say goodbye, let me leave you with a smile. Next time someone asks, "How did you learn English?" you can laugh and say, "Mostly while I was asleep." It's a funny answer, but also true. Thank you for spending this time with me here at English Story Hub. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Share it with a friend who is also learning English, because learning is always better when we do it together. And leave a comment if you can. Tell me which phrase you loved most tonight. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and remember, even while you rest, your English can grow. Sleep well, dream big, and let your words shine brighter every day.